My name's Tyler Martin, and here's how I started an advertising agency my junior year of college. At 21, most people don't expect to start an advertising agency. In college, I always knew what I wanted to do before I graduated. But before I tell you more, let's go back in time a little.
The other news this Friday night, the U.S. now declaring a public health emergency amid this outbreak of the coronavirus across the globe.
States of emergency across the nation as the number of coronavirus cases soars above 3,000. Tonight, elected officials taking unprecedented measures to keep people safe.
In 2020, peak COVID, I began studying marketing at Kansas State University. My first semester of college wasn't easy. Stuck in my dorm room most days, classes online, and not being able to socialize. By the end of my first semester, I felt lost. I remember many days when I'd ask myself, why am I here? Halfway through my first semester, I felt like most of my freshman marketing classes weren't enough for me. The information I was being taught was either obvious information or material I already knew. I wanted to learn more about my industry, but most of all, feel motivated. I wanted something extra outside of class. That winter, I remember being asked what I wanted for Christmas. I asked for what ended up being my favorite book of all time, Ogilvy on advertising. Reading it didn't just make me more passionate about what I wanted to do after college. It made me want to work at David Ogilvy's advertising agency, and hopefully one day, start my own agency. Fast forwarding a couple years, it was time to look for internships. After several years of getting more than enough experience, I applied to all the big advertising agencies. And I mean, all of them. But there was one problem. All I heard from them was nothing. At this point, my experience didn't matter. I had everything I needed, but no one to give me a chance. At the end of my junior year, I was in a difficult position. I had no internship lined up. I felt like a failure before summer even started. I'd be lucky if I even found a regular summer job. At the last minute, my professor and mentor came through for me. She gave me the contact of a pediatric brain cancer foundation that was in real need of a marketer. So I emailed what ended up being my first client. That summer, I had no clue what I was in for. Next thing I know, I'm working 60-hour weeks, writing press releases, managing social media, and producing content. I had my daily schedule down to a T. Wake up at 5:30, go work out, come home at 7, make coffee, and start my day, which usually went till 10 p.m. most nights. Our biggest campaign that summer was for a 5K called Live Free. After all the press releases, videos, and content, I'm proud to say we raised $50,000 one day. With all that under my belt, I was even offered to work for other pediatric brain cancer foundations. But I realized I needed to think about the big picture. I wanted to help small businesses that have a need for growth. Then, I received a VIP invitation to the White House in September after the Moonshot Forum. After that summer, I went back to school. My senior year, I ended up in a crossroads. Do I continue running my advertising agency, or do I go looking for a job at a bigger one? Well, due to the uncertain circumstances of the job market for college graduates, I chose the best option. Since 2023, I've helped numerous businesses, and in the works with many more to come. Since then, I've helped businesses such as restaurants, educational products, construction companies, and even local ranchers. So, now I'm left with a real question. What's next? And if you like this video, subscribe for more content I have coming out soon. Okay.